nice chilled morning here on the islands at Mazeppa Bay, and there's a whole bunch of anglers coming, so we came early. We tried for some cob. Andrew got one nice cob small, 2.5 kilo, which swallowed the drop shot quite far. So I took the head, so we made some breakfast with a surprise for the shark. Get it early before the guys arrive. Put the cob head out. Let's see what that can get us. We have to christen the new saltiga with a proper fish. So that's the mission today, is to actually get a nice fish on the reel.
There you go. Because there's too many crabs in the water, so we decided to just grab a small rod, put a small sardine on, and a small hook on, catch blacktails, try to run away from crabs.
Oh, reggie. If he messes around with a bait like that, it's a reggie, probably.
Now, over the years, through my experience here, every time we hook the bigger reggies, they have gone so clever.
I think it's definitely a reggie. You can't say the size yet. They can really mess you around the rocks here. They stay on the edge here. Just trying to get past this very slippery rocks here.
I fished with Roy in the Eastern Cape, who specializes on the reggies and the tagging project on them. Now, Roy always used to tell me about the deep sea reggies, which you get in deeper points and deeper water that is used to the currents of the deeper water, and a much stronger reggie than what we used to off the beaches. I personally believe the reggies at Mazeppa are exactly these reggies, especially off the front of the island.
They're quite a stubborn reggie as they are with the cold water, and they come right on the edge here. They came from this gully, so I'm just pre-schooling it. Normally they will make them change, not pre-schooling but getting a bit of line. That normally gets them to change direction. So guys will have to go on that side, which is a bit more difficult. But we'll see what he usually does.
Initially, I thought it wasn't such a big fish. As the fight went on, I started realizing I'm into a really good bag. She used everything in her power to win this fight. Moving over these rocks while you've got a big fish on the other end can be quite treacherous, and you must watch your step and make sure you always wear proper gumboots. Rather take your time than falling into the drink and creating a whole new problem. Many times I've come short on the rocks with bruises and scratches, but over time, when you get used to a spot, it becomes quite a bit easier. This reggie got bigger and heavier the longer the fight went on. Now, the right hand side of the island makes the fight especially difficult, with the water continuously sucking out there. Well, the reggie absolutely uses this to her advantage and sits in that current to go out again. As soon as you think you've got her close, she goes into the current and goes out again. And when you pull hard enough, which I really did, she wraps you around the rock in front. And this up and down ongoing battle went on for an hour and a half. She really knew how to stretch your arms, and definitely a worthy opponent. In most cases, reggies are quite easy to land off the beaches, but definitely not the same off the island at Mazeppa. After catching many reggies, it's always nice to still get a big one. But you always hope that you get that really, really big one, maybe your personal best. And that's the thoughts that cross your mind when your arms are aching and your body is aching in every possible spot.
So they run muscles.
Now, in a lot of cases, we use the water and the waves to our advantage to help a fish out. But in this case, when she was so big, she actually used the water against us and had the advantage. After a very long, tiring fight and a really worthy opponent, it was really a prize catch and well worth every minute of it. It's definitely to the fish's benefit to have someone like Andrew around who knows these rocks inside out and really takes care in how he handles fish. I was really chuffed to see that this reggie is definitely my personal best reggie. Who would have thought my first fish on the new Saltiga would have been a personal best reggie and not any reggie, a Mazeppa deep sea reggie. Now this is why I always put emphasis on the tackle you use, making sure your knots are to the optimum strength and that you do not have to worry about your hooks, knots, swivels, rod or reel, and you can just concentrate on landing that fish. You never know when you're going to hook the next PB or a prize fish. To handle such a big fish, get her onto the rocks, move her around and release her again, you have to absolutely use the water. Wait for the waves to come in so that you do not damage the fish or keep the pressure on the body of the fish to a minimum. And always a special thanks to Mazeppa Bay Hotel for hosting us. Nothing better after a hard day's fishing, coming back to this hospitality and the absolutely great food.